Hello and welcome everybody to the ALTTPR Ladder 2023 Megatational. My name is Herfy Durfy. I am one of your wonderful ladder admins, and I'm here today with the one and the only Mr. Big Dunka. How are you doing today, Dunka?
I am doing fantastic. How about yourself?
Yeah, I don't know, right? It's getting a little late here, but I'm excited for this. I will say I'm a tiny bit disappointed we're getting 80 Keysanity. I was hoping for something where I don't know at all what the heck I'm talking about instead of just mildly not knowing what I'm talking about, but it's good enough for me.
No, 80's 80. You know what? 80 keys is pretty tame. 80 keys is pretty tame. It's yeah. It just you just do everything. It's not as bad. It's not as do everything as Hundo keys is.
Not
Uh,
quite.
but yeah, it pretty much do everything.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably forget like 10 times that we do not have a key that we need, and I'll claim they're in Goma when they're not and stuff like that, but.
Well, I have good news for you because we have a slew of bots running behind the scenes to do our tracking for us, and they're going to tell us exactly which keys we do and we do not have.
Mm-hmm.
So that's quite impressive. In fact, we just got our first key, which is a Turtle Rock Small, to go along with the book that was in the first chest of the game. So
Look at that nice sync. Though I will say Telethar currently up one bomb. You never know when that might come in handy.
I
I'm
mean,
assuming, they're
that
gonna
lead
get some
might be
more.
insurmountable already.
We're getting there.
So, but yeah, so for those that are just now joining us and haven't tuned into any of these, this is our finals game one of our Megatational, which we have been doing for the last 3 weeks now. This thing's been going on. And oh god, don't die, Gum.
He did manage to farm one bomb. He got 2 drops, but only managed to pick up one. Better than nothing.
Yeah, so um but yeah, we've this is our competition that we've been having with the 16 of the top rank runners in the lifetime of ladder, and because of that, the competition has been stiff. Um, and we were down to these two. They've gone through. Each one of them has raced three. Look at the GT big already. That's
Yeah, I
not
was
good.
gonna say finding the GT big right at the start means this is gonna be a quick seed, right? That's how these
Yeah,
work.
that's exactly how it works.
Okay, just
Telethar,
making
that's
sure.
not going to work. There you go.
Just wanted to make sure. I might have been knocked loose or something. You never know.
You know what? I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think I've seen that one before. I don't think I've seen that one. But yeah, they've done 3 matches a week, tons of different modes. I don't actually have the spreadsheet in front of me of all the modes that they've played. But they are choosing their own modes, kind of. Yeah, we've been racing every possible mode that has been in ladder up to this date, and we're down to the final 3. So it's 80 keys today. It is Insanity entrance tomorrow.
Oh boy.
I believe there's an inverted entrance. Which one? They vetoed one of them. It's inverted. Okay, so Insanity got vetoed. Um, and then game 3, if it goes to that, is actually the most boring of them all, which is just hard standard, which is just standard with a hard mode item.
Well, that's not too bad. We found a glove in the back of the tavern, and Telethar is almost at the money for the bottle merchant, which is always nice to check off the list right when you're here.
Yeah, he'll get it here with the
Mm-hmm.
money in the back here. So, but yeah, we've these have been fun. This one's actually probably been, I'd say, out of all the invitationals we've done, this one's been the most fun, just because the variety of modes that we've been dealing with. It's truly been. He's just farming bombs.
Yeah, he wants some more of them. I mean, I can't blame him.
Yeah, why not? But this thing has been. It's been a treat to watch. If you guys haven't tuned into any of them, all the VODs that we've restreamed has been available. If you go to our website, ALTTPRlender.com, and click on the YouTube link at the top, it'll send you to all of our archives. So if you're interested in watching some of the previous ones, they've been definitely some interesting matches.
Yeah, and I mean, the whole Megatational is kind of laid out to sort of facilitate that. I'd say, as you said, the mode variety is really great because they have basically everything to choose from, and obviously also the player levels are very high since they were selected from the top 16 basically. So you know what you're getting.
Yeah, and they've definitely had a little bit of strategy here. Let's see what the lazy pricks got today. Just some arrows. But I do know that they did some strategy when choosing their modes. One of the rules that we put into place for this is that you get to basically the way it works is the beginning of every week you choose 2 modes in secret, and then when all 8 modes are in there, they get shuffled up, and then the top 2 seeds get to veto a mode, which gets us down to 6, which is perfect for our groups. But you cannot choose the same mode twice through the duration of it. So each of these picked 2 modes a week for the first 3 weeks. And then going into the finals, the 1 seed, which is Gamma in this case, picked 3 modes, and Telethar picked 2. And then each got to veto one of the other modes. So that's how we ended up with our best of 3. So I do know that they were talking about this in the chat, which got a little bit spicy. There's some shit thrown back and forth between these two before this.
Damn.
It did get a little spicy. And they were talking about saving modes and vetoes and all that. So it's been a lot of fun though. It's definitely been a lot of fun. Telethar race blind there. It's definitely been a lot of fun, and we will definitely. We'll definitely investigate different methods of doing events like this. Nice bombs in a mirror. Nice mirror. But we'll look into other things like this. Herfy, you and I both know what's going forward in 2024. In fact, I mentioned this the other day that we more or less have 2024 planned on.
Yeah, unless like some major things happen or something weird happens, it's looking pretty good and pretty big.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna go any further than that. There'll be more information next month when we do our next season 22. Yes, 20. Wait, 20. What season is this? Shit. This is 21, right?
I would say so. Yes.
Okay, this is 21. it's getting kind of large. So our 22 announcement, which will probably be I don't know what first week of January, probably.
Are we wrapping around to season 1 at some point, or are we just gonna keep counting?
I think we overflow when we get to like 30. It resets back.
Okay. Oh, fair enough. All right. I figured we'd be at like 255 or something.
Yeah. No. I don't math, so I'm just gonna say 30 is when it gets too large to follow.
All right, it works for me.
Yeah. So I already
just wipe the slate clean and start it all over again.
I say that it's like I can't even follow where we're at right now. I'm pretty sure we're 21, but I'm not certain. Looks like we found another turtle rock key and a pod key.
These minimal arms not being too gentle with Gammachuu. Good that he farmed all those bombs earlier.
Yeah. I know Telethar had to buy some because he ran out. So, but yeah, no, we've got some big. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. This season, the 22 announcement, could you agree with me? It's gonna be our biggest one yet.
I think it might be, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got some new things on the horizon. Well, yes and no. I won't say any more than that. Oh, nice use of iframes there, because those crabs were getting munchy.
Oh yeah, they were all up his butt, and they were ganging up on him too.
Yeah, you don't want to die down here. I don't think, you know what? I've never even thought of using iframes there. And Gamma does the same. This is why they're in the finals, right there.
These guys.
Like, I don't know if I would have, if my brain would click to just jump off and do that. It's clever.
Definitely not on purpose. I would have probably jumped in there because I can't move right, but you know.
So, no, very cool. And I bet Gamma is, well, he's going to here, which means he's going to go south, or he's going to go to, yeah, okay, so he's going to go ahead and check Sahasrahla. Take your bets. Will he go into Eastern?
It's a good question. I mean, so far I want to say they've kind of done similar things, but it's not like they've had a lot of choice either. So, they've kind of been railroaded into this. They've got the glove going for them, but yeah, I'm not really sure what else they can do.
Nothing back here. It looks like Telethar is. If this was Zelga, we talked about this the other day when Zelga was playing. It's like there was no flipping way, because he doesn't. But Telethar is. We'll see if Gamma does. I would say without Moon Pearl, without a logical way up Death Mountain, yeah. And Green Pendant in Desert Palace.
I mean, what else do they have left? They probably got Agina left, and then a couple of things that I'm forgetting. But
Agina and Hyrule Castle.
I'd probably go Eastern.
I would totally go in here as well. Those are very poor choices with your only weapon being arms.
Oh yeah, that probably doesn't help.
It does not help at all. So, at least in here, you don't really have to kill anything that you don't have a backup weapon for. So, let's see. Big key 2. Wow. Okay, that's going to be interesting because that's a lot of Turtle Rock stuff early.
It feels like we're rolling up the seat, at least keys-wise, from the bag. We're starting out with, like, GT big, and now we're getting all the Turtle Rock keys.
Yeah. I see 2 smalls in the big key early, and, once Dark World access, you start getting logical access to the Turtle Rock area. Once you can go in, if it starts coming early, you're going to want to go in. Hey.
Oh, look at this.
So, this was definitely needed, and no surprise there based off what we're seeing.
The thing is, though, I mean, you kind of expected with a key, an 80 key seed or something along those lines, but do you really want to go to the Dark World with no sword and bombs and 4 hearts and green mail?
You do not want to do that.
So it's
unless you have to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not good. So this is the last item in... okay, that's the last one in sequence here. So they're going to go ahead and do the one dark chest. That does mean that Hyrule Castle is probably going to be the next spot.
Yeah, probably. I mean, someone might do the crazy Agina check for some reason, but it will be a gamble, kind of, I would assume.
Yeah, it'll be the last check they do if there's nothing else left, I'm sure. But you can do Hyrule Castle. You don't have a lot of bombs, but yeah. Now I think was it Gamma who checked Uncle? One of them Uncle routed, or did they both Uncle route?
I think
it's
they
possible.
both did.
Yeah, it's possible they both did.
Gamma's getting all his magic stolen over here.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, without a guide, those rooms can be a little screwy sometimes. But Telethar at a heart and a half. He does have to be careful here. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and take the safety here. Just probably body it twice. Yep.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, and for $5. So, well, here's the problem. So Telethar's on 3 bombs. You need a minimum of, 6 bombs to do this? So he's going to go south. He's going to do the Agina check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you need, if I'm going to have that right, 6 bombs, because you need it for the green guard, you need it for the blue guard, and then, yeah, the green guard. So it's 6 minimum without missing.
Yeah, and then stuff has to go right, too. I mean, I'm pretty sure these guys are practiced enough to not have an issue, but sometimes, it just kind of screws up, and then you miss a bomb on a blue guard or whatever, and there you are.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't notice this. Telethar did not do the dam. I think there's 3 bombs at the dam hole.
All right.
That's what it was.
I mean, it looks like Gamma's going down to Agina.
He doesn't have choice. He has 4 bombs, unless he wants to farm or buy bombs. Yeah, he didn't have a choice. And Telethar's going to have exactly 6, which means he will be... Don't miss if he decides to go for
it. He's got 7 for now.
Oh, you know what? They can go into desert. What am I saying? They have the book.
Oh, yeah, right. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's only 1 check, but if logic doesn't suit them, but they can do it.
Yeah. It's also the green pendant. Not that we can get that yet, but...
Yeah. And what's down here? That was Ether. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll be able to get that. That'll be good for maybe later. We'll see.
All right, I guess Telethar wants to either skip this small key to Hyrule Castle. Oh man,
Hyrule
or
Castle's small. Oh, you know what though? That's actually kind of nice because then you don't have to do. What you could skip the one key. That actually saves you 2 bombs because they've already done the back, and that means they can
yeah,
skip the first key. They don't have to waste 2 bombs. That is strangely useful in the scenario, even though they have back access. Blue mail. That's it. So it's Hyrule Castle or bust. We'll be able to check the second item here, but they are done here. And Telthar's not even going to look. Oh, he is going to look. Ooh, okay. You're
all
glad
right.
you are happy you looked.
We're probably coming back here. Uh-oh. There we go.
I hate doing that, yeah. And Gamma did the same thing, walked in there and had to walk back because, yeah, you don't want to get stuck in that thing. All right, so Telthar's going to do this. He's going to check Dina's Cave. He's going to get the waste of space over there, and then he will be off to Hyrule Castle, and Gamma's going to be right behind him. In fact, I think, boy, this is going to be almost a double save quit, like almost at the exact same time here. I think
Yeah, it's going to be very close.
I think Telethar is just a smidge ahead.
They've really been very close the whole seed. I mean, partly because the seed didn't really let them do anything else, but also partly because they're just, so close in skill level.
Yeah. Again, these guys are. They went through a bunch here as we get. Oh, that's right. It wasn't exactly. Look at that. Like 1 second, 2 seconds apart. That is crazy good. That is so good. Now they are at that situation again. So Gamma only has 4 bombs.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. Unless he gets now, you can double bomb these things if you get really lucky. But yeah, it is. They're not gonna. Nice bomb drop. Nice bomb drop.
Yeah, I think who was farming these earlier? It was Telethar, I believe, was farming.
No, it was
these
Gamma
earlier.
did. Telethar.
Oh, was it Gamma?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's one kind of maybe not edge case. Edge case is probably too strong a word, but usually you're interested in the prize packs, but they don't help you that much. But if the first prize is a bomb.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, they're getting good bomb drops. Luckily, the pack has got good bombs. And here's 1 and 2. Nice job. And more bombs.
All right, I guess.
All right, Gamma's doing it the way that I usually do it. Telethar's was cool. I like that one. I think it's actually maybe slightly faster because it drops.
I've never seen that. I was like, oh, he's putting a bomb on the chest. That's an interesting tactic. And then I realized, oh, he's gonna make the gargoyle into that.
Look at this. They got bombs for days. Look at that.
Yeah, that's.
They'll be fine.
Just never give them a sword in the seed is what I'm saying.
maybe it's swordless. We didn't know. Swordless AD. Oh my god, that's horrible. And now, okay, there's your bow. Oh my god, are they gonna give him the lantern? Is that our progression as lantern?
Oh man.
Oh wait, no, they don't have the big yet. They don't have the big key to Eastern. They can't get. So this has got to be flute, lantern, hammer, or mitts. I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there is something else. They could be forced to farm rupees.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Or yeah, a weird small key. That's just hammer.
All right.
See what's the fun in that?
I mean,
What's the fun in that?
It probably the hammer probably had the highest chance of being there. I would assume out of all these items that we wished upon them.
It definitely opens up the most.
I was gonna say, what about Dark Cross? But I'm not sure what can be there even without a lamp.
Yeah, a lamp with a fire rod in this case. So they're gonna both do it, so you don't have to come back here. With a bow, it makes it a little bit easier because you get a visual guide to see where you're at, how you're moving.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I mean, at worst, you could still, hammer your way around. It's not quite as useful, but.
Telethar got a little lost there. Gamma got through. Telethar is a little bit lost. There he goes. He got it.
All right.
Look at that. Save quitting again. 3-4 seconds apart. That's. I mean, it was breadcrumbed exactly to that point. But yeah, that was really cool. So we have a second here because they're going to be doing the same thing. Looks like Gamma wasn't watching where he's going. But,
Yeah. You can't blame it on the trackers anymore these days.
no, they print. Well, I think Telethar manually tracks.
Okay. I should know
think.
this. I've seen both of these guys at SGL just a month ago, but you
Yeah,
know.
Gamma auto tracks. I know that. I think Telethar manually tracks. I'm not gonna 100% certain. You know what? I think what it is. I think Telethar uses 2 trackers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was Hera Big.
Yeah,
and
that's all the money in the seed.
Hookshot. Nice. Something odd too, and I'm noticing. Look at their trackers right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maps. 6 technically, but we know that one of them what it already is.
Mm-hmm.
So at any point here, they could do a map check, and it'll actually be useful.
Yeah, they're probably not thinking about that, I would assume. Maybe because it's still so early and they don't really have access to anything yet.
I would risk 1 map check with 5 maps on the set.
Yeah, that's fair.
Big key to desert. Okay, well that's a little unfortunate. They might have to double dip that, but they probably won't go back till.
Well, yeah, they probably want to go back for the ice run anyways, right?
Yeah, you got that. Plus, you're looking for the small key. What is Gamma's pack? It's so
mixed. I was gonna ask you earlier. I can't really hear it too much, but
ooh, there's the big thief. Okay, so Thieves Town is open now. I think he posted. Hold on, what did he say? He said, what did you say? Clean audio. Oh, it's the SNES. It's just SNES mix, so it's like different SNES packs.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that thing is definitely the mirror sound.
Yeah, so there's the Konami thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the. I recognized Chrono Trigger earlier. I think this is Castlevania, or no, Ghosts and Goblins. Ghosts and Goblins.
Yeah, that's just Ghosts and Goblins for sure.
Don't recognize this one.
I know this too, but oh man.
So, we're just gonna be quiet listening.
Now I'm never gonna recognize it because he stuck up the price too early.
So saying screw the shield. Don't blame him. So Telethar is going up this way. This is actually the first time we actually see an actual route divergence. Telethar mirrored and went up, where Gamma saved quit. Looks like Gamma's gonna go up.
What is this song? I know this song. I know the game this song belongs to. It's like a platformer, I think.
I don't know this one. Definitely not Final Fantasy VI. I'm looking at the chat there. Oh, hey, we're gonna get a lumberjack check.
Oh yeah, this is the Mickey Mouse one where you get the different costumes.
Yes. I do know that one. It's actually, you know what? I'm a 43-year-old dude. It's a good game.
It's a great game.
It's actually a really good game.
Yeah, it's like the Konami Disney games from the Super Nintendo era. They were all great.
Yeah, those are really good games. And this is Super Mario World. This is the cave, the underground cave in Super Mario World.
Mm-hmm.
So they're also racing, but I'm more interested in what the music is at this point. So we don't have it playing right now. There's second shield. Telethar's got the Final Fantasy 14 remix track going, which we might switch over at some point. It's actually really good too. There's a cape. I didn't see neither one of them. I know neither one of them checked it because Gamma went up light world, but we haven't seen what the cape item is. We did see the ledge item. Yes, we did. Gamma peeked by it. It was a bomb.
Oh, okay. Another bomb. Jesus.
They're all restreamable, by the way, in chat. You're gonna get DMC. Hey, there's our third shield. Gamma could easily have mirror shield, but he decided not to do one. Basically, if the MSU's up on that, when like YouTube, if you checked our YouTube feed right now for anything that Telethar did, we did their audio. It probably is part of it. All right, Castle Tower and Fire Rod.
All right, so we know where our rods are.
Quake. Wow, it's loaded. And the Desert Small. Okay. Well, you can clear desert. You just can't get the ice rod. That's tempting, actually, because plus Gamma knows there's an extra item there. So I don't know. In my brain, clearing a dungeon that's green pendant, knowing that you might have to triple dip it. Oh boy, I don't know. That's tempting.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
And yeah, and then we have the same boat with Thieves Town, where they have the big. I mean, Telethar's doing it. They're just saying screw the small, but yeah, interesting. I mean, for an AD key seed, like some of the biggest checks are already. There's not a big key. That's so many keys so early.
Yeah, we're finding especially these big keys pretty early on, I feel like.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of 11. Plus, we already found one of the Castle Tower smalls. Found both rods. I mean, jeez. I mean, they should be done by now. So, Gamma's doing the climb. He's going to be able to get the, he's going to go in Hera, I guess. Probably going to go ahead and finish Hera. You're just going to skip the small.
Yeah, probably.
That was a compass. It's a GT small. I got to assume he's just going to go ahead and do this with hammer. It'll be perfectly fine. I didn't get enough of that one. Couldn't quite tell.
Yeah, no clue. That was
too fast.
Short.
We'll get another shot later, I'm sure. Alright. Ether check. 10 arrows. I doubt he will go back to those.
I'd be surprised, but he's surprisingly low on arrows compared to
I was going to say,
Telethar.
there is one scenario where I can see that happening. If he's sitting at 0 going into GT, he might take that risk. It's a shit.
Now that's a song I can get behind.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice Hera putt there.
Every track in this game is awesome. That's a fantastic soundtrack.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so Telethar's doing 4 Heart Hammer Blind, which is good for the first 2. That third, it gets a little screwy. Now he does have Cade, so he could, okay, so now it's easy, but now he's offset. I usually wait till he gets to the bottom for this, but I also trust these guys are probably better than
Yeah, it looks like he's.
Oh, that was clean as shit. Oh, yeah. This is Mega Man X as well. That was a super good fight.
Nice, Mulder behaving, yeah, very nice.
Super good fight on both. It's like these guys are good at this.
Alright, both getting a crystal. We did know for Telethar, but I wasn't sure for Gamma.
I didn't catch exactly what music that was.
I have no clue where the crystal jingle is from.
I missed it. Where was the flute?
Oh, good question.
It had to have been right where he was at. It had to have been in Thieves Town. We were jabbing a lot, so it must have been one of the few checks. We were trying to figure out music, and
Yeah.
your Telethar goes get the damn flute. How dare you? We did see the mushroom as well.
Yes.
That was in there. I did see that. That was the first or second chest, I believe. So. All right, so Gamma's doing that check. Remember, I mentioned this is the he's going to go and do desert. Now he knows this is Green Pendant, and he knows also that this is going to be a triple dip. So he's accepting the triple dip because he's going to have to come back for the ice run. But he could probably just maneuver that in with Meyer at some point, knowing that it's the only thing he needs to do in here, and he doesn't have to do it until he has to do Turtle Rock. So,
see, this is the point where a map check in the Dark World would have been probably interesting to see what Turtle Rock is happening.
Exactly. What's Turtle Rock? Is Turtle Rock a pendant? Because that changes the whole dynamic. What is this?
I have no clue.
This one,
I'm sure I've heard it before, but
I might have heard it, but I do not know it. Ooh, Swamp Small. That's a nice one. Definitely required. All right, chat, help us out. Telethar just got his mirror shield.
5 hearts and mirror shield.
Yeah, mirror shield before fighter sword. That's fantastic. Yeah, I do not know this one.
And a lot of hearts in here.
Yeah, chat's actually been quiet too. Usually chat's up on top of this, but this one, they're missing this one too.
Obviously, an Egyptian-themed stage of some sort.
Yeah, but that could be anything.
Like, yeah,
I
exactly.
Can think of so many weird games that have Egyptian modes in them. Like 10 of them come to mind just by first thought. Oh god, I want to know this. Like everything in my body wants to know what sound what music this is.
Because it gives me like a beat 'em up feeling, like I don't know, Final Fight or Streets of Rage or something like that.
Yeah, but I don't think that one's got an Egyptian theme.
Yeah, exactly. That would be a weird choice for that.
Yeah, and it's not an RPG. Like I can think of several RPGs, NES RPGs that have like Egyptian themes. Like Illusion of Gaia's got a big one. What's the other? Another one just popped in my head. I can't think of the name of it. Shit, I can't think of the name of it. Oh god, my old brain is just completely stalled. Well, we're gonna use Fire Rod here on Desert. 1, 2, 1, 2, and to the left. Yep, and it's clean as shit. And a map, so nothing important here. A couple of hearts and that green pen.
Lost Vikings. Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Oh god, you know what? I should know that. I love Lost Vikings. Oh my god, I love Lost Vikings.
Oh, that game annoyed me after like level 20 or whatever. I was like,
there's 30 levels in that game if I'm not mistaken, because I have beaten it. I think it's 30. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, that's such a good game. That's a Blizzard game if you don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of Blizzard's early games. Oh, so good. I think you know this. I have a bachelor's in game software development. I actually went to college for it, and I'm definitely not using it in my day-to-day, so I wasted a lot of money. But Lost Vikings actually was a game that I have a folder and and when I say folder, I mean a legit folder, like a physical folder, up in my office, and it's maybe, I don't know, I'm gonna say like 6 pages or 6 inches thick of just game ideas, and as far as I've gone through certain games, I got 2 of them that Lost Vikings was a direct influence on. It's that good. I love it. I can't believe I missed that. I'm actually upset.
See, earlier you wanted to know it so bad. Now that you know it, you feel bad
Yeah.
about it.
I'm just upset because I should know that, and I didn't recognize it at all.
Yeah, I don't feel too bad. I wasn't a huge fan. I liked it. I played it a bunch, but just it got too convoluted for me. I still want to know what that game sound is. Or like chest and digging game and stuff.
Yeah. Like I know this is again, but this is Ghosts and Goblins. Also, great game. Also, stupid difficult.
Yes.
Well, it's Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I guess it's not Ghosts and Goblins. Man, if you just want to just bash your dick into a door for a couple of hours, just throw that game up. And my God, if you're not prepared for it, it'll just kick you constantly.
I can't believe I'm hearing this music right now. I don't know why, but these Mario songs really kind of bother me. I really don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. I also, like the Underworld music was like, ugh, what are you doing here?
Oh, you mean like the original Underworld music?
No, the one that we had in the cave here earlier.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. All right, mushroom. Ooh, that's a nice mushroom check.
All right.
Okay, you know what? I lied. Telethar is using auto tracking because I recognize the fact that I still haven't fixed the mushroom going away. It's been on my list of things to do forever because it bothers the shit out of me.
Yeah, I mean, if it bugs you, then you're gonna fix it.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Obviously, it's reading the active inventory, and the inventory says it's not there anymore. And so it recognizes it on the tracker. Wow, Gamba went all this way without Bottle Vendor.
Yeah.
The balls.
You gotta do what you gotta do. He also is only now checking the sick kid.
All right, that's pod key. That's pod 3. This is when you start to think about going to pod. Is after 3. Plus bow and hammer, so you really only need 4 if you want to put the time.
Mm-hmm.
God, I kind of want to play Ghouls and Ghosts now. It's oh man, you know what? That's one of those games I never beat. I don't think I ever beat it.
Oh look, there's the flute.
That's where the flute was.
It's just in Village of Outcasts.
It was just sitting there. Okay. They can't hear that, by the way, or just see it though. It'll fix itself in a second. It's one of those things I haven't fixed yet. They can't hear it. Chrono Trigger's a fantastic game too.
No, Telethar over in Skullwoods, and as we know,
doing the Skullwoods trick. I was wondering how long this is going to take, considering that they do have the fire rod. Let's see if Telethar. Oh, you know what? I think Telethar did. I think he did this in his last match too. Let's see what he does. Oh, okay, he's just getting the key. Now, in theory, he could have gotten a check in there. I'm pretty sure he did this his last one as well, where he went all the way to the cut and didn't have a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody did. I think it was Telethar. It was Telethar versus Zelda. So it was one of the two.
I mean, it's an easy thing to forget, right? I mean, you're
so
obviously
easy.
not using it, but you're also not thinking about the weird lines that you have to cut.
You're 40 minutes in, you expect to have a sword by this point.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, getting bullied.
I promise it'll go away. Chad has no idea what we're talking about. There's a little audio glitch in the way this set is. Occasionally it distorts. That's all.
It's all good. It's not too bad.
See, there it just fixed itself.
Yay.
Yeah, if there's a bridge in the bridge chest, if it has a sword, well, wow, that would suck.
Look at these guys. Perfectly synced up.
And there's a key there. All right. So, yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to get this. You gotta pick it up. Oh, Telethar hasn't checked this yet, so it's a
Oh,
bomb.
he's gonna take a look at the lumberjack. Okay, yeah, fair
Yeah,
enough. Well,
yeah,
you might
yeah.
as well, right?
You're right there. You might as well check. It is a bomb. Yeah.
Will it be?
This key is a key to Turtle Rock 3.
Once
We
again.
talked about this, and look what they have: Fire Rod, Cane, 2 medallions. If I find mitts anytime in the next 5 minutes, I know where I'm going.
Are you though with the ice rod on the torch and desert?
Absolutely, I'm going. Without a doubt. There's something in Turtle Rock, I guarantee. Because you just, I mean, is it possible that you're just getting random junk fills? Yes, but it is not very likely. Like, if they go there and there's boots there, not at all surprised. If boots are in Turtle Rock right now, that would shock me, not at all.
We shall see.
Yeah. Looks like Telethar is going to. Okay, he's going to check here. Is he going to go all the way to Catfish? Is he going to Kern jump?
It's a good question.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting check. It's a commitment, but you're north already. It's kind of one of those checks that's a pain in the ass to do.
I mean, both of them are kind of shitty, right? You don't want to just go all the way up here for a Graveyard Ledge and get a bottle with green goo and call it a day. But at the same time, do you want to commit all the way over to Catfish?
Yeah. He is leaving, so my guess is yes. And of course, there've been tons of money out here. Is he gonna say bomb save quit? Nope, he's still leaving. Okay. Cool. He is doing it then. Okay, he's gonna Kern jump this. Or he has to be. You have to Kern jump this if you're going this far. What's funny is that Gamma might be doing the same thing coming from the south.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where or if they meet up.
I missed the first. I hate this so much. I cannot do this. I spent one. It was a mystery pog champ. I spent, I think, 2 full save quits worth of bombs trying to get this fucking thing.
No, damn.
I hate it so much.
There
it took him 5. It's not easy, guys. It is not easy. If you don't have this down to a science, it is not easy.
It especially doesn't help if you have like a Hinox tossing bombs at you up your ass. So.
Yeah. Oh, here's a good one. Gamma's gonna go ahead and check cast time. Now it does have 1 small. You need both. Ooh, more Chrono Trigger music. Oh yeah, good Chrono Trigger music. Love that game.
Oh man.
So good. So.
Telethar carefully making his way through here. I remember having to jump down there one time and then dying to one of these weird like Octorok kind of things. Yeah. Whatever they are. They're assholes, that's what they are.
Ooh, key to hair. Ooh! Now that would be spicy, except for the fact it's already been checked. And I doubt he's going to go back. Telethar finding a 20 bucks here. Setting up a splash delete. And not getting out of the first attempt. 3 arrows, 2 bombs. Missing it again.
No, we're out of bombs.
Oh yeah, I can't do it now. Not doing Zora. No oh wow. He decided not to do Zora.
Yeah, I guess without, setting up the splash delete, I guess he could have walked up, but I guess he thought it was too slow. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if you're committing that play, he didn't even check the ledge.
Yeah.
That's I would not have done it. But that's just me. I'm a coward.
Maybe also just frustration after, not getting the splash delete twice and running out of bombs, and you're like,
plus,
fuck this area.
It took 5 current jump attempts, which is typical. Green penetrant. That's a good one. No, it's not.
At least he'll get some more health. We saw Desert was full of like hard containers earlier.
Yeah. Now, Gamma's going into pod here with only 2 smalls. Telethar does have 3. I don't remember where that third was, but considering that he has not finished Thieves, my guess is it's Thieves.
Probably, yeah.
So this will be all new information on Telethar's side, or on, sorry, Gamma's side.
I hope Gamma never picks up another rupee or spends one.
Oh, no, don't do it all!
Oh man, come on. He had to do that on purpose right after I said that. Come on. Damn.
That was perfect. It's like, the moment you said that, I'm like, there's a green rupee in this pot, and everybody picks
Who
it
picks up the pod? I was gonna
Ev-
say, who picks it up?
Literally everybody picks it. Wow.
I
Okay, Gamma's opening the front door with 2 smalls. So that's going to restrict what he can do here, like, severely.
Mm-hmm. Do you think he maybe just autopiloted it into
Could
that?
have been, because he's got the hammer, he's got the bow. I'm really surprised. Now it is time intensive, going up and around, because you're committing to 2 full laps just to get half of the items.
That's fair, yeah.
But I'm really surprised he did that. And now he's committed, of course. He can have a choice. By the way, did you play the Super Mario RPG remake on Switch?
I did.
It was good, pretty good, wasn't it?
I mean, considering it was my first experience with Super Mario RPG ever, I thought it was pretty good.
The only complaint I have is it made it a lot easier. The way it was.
I mean, I didn't mind that, but
yeah.
I have nothing to compare it to because I think we talked about this a couple of times, but the original Mario RPG never came out in Europe, so I had like no childhood memories.
I did not know that.
And when I try to play it on emulator, I have this issue where I love Super Nintendo games, but these games that have these like digitized sprites from back then, like Donkey Kong Country and Super Mario RPG, I just can't do it. I think it looks like
wait. Are you? Did you just talk shit on Donkey Kong Country?
I will talk shit on all Donkey Kong Countries all day. I think those games suck dick.
All right, when we're done with this, we need to have a talk about your performance because this is going to look bad on you when you get on your performance for 2024. Your raise is going to be affected.
All right, I'll accept it.
Ooh, wow! By the way, Gamma found the Eastern Big in pod, in case you were wondering.
Very nice, exactly where you would expect it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, good thing Telethar is going to. So, I mean, it's good here. I mean, you're going to leave do it. So, wow, you didn't like Donkey Kong Country.
No, I don't know. They just never grabbed me. I thought they were okay, I guess.
Okay, so. Well, let's let Gamma check his last couple checks here, and then we're going to get some duplicates for a minute. So we'll have 2 minutes to explain something here. But I will explain to you why I have It hits me. Donkey Kong Country hits me in the feels. And this will date me a little bit, but we'll talk about it as soon as Gamma checks these last 2, because we'll have a few minutes. If he ever checks these last 2.
I think it's hilarious that I'm watching him do this hammer yum setup to this music. Because
oh no, Gamma has to reset the whole room. He has to reset the tile. Yeah, he's got to reset the super tile.
That's what you get for picking up that green rupee. And stop smiting you.
I reset the room every single time I go through the south exit and come back up, just because I'm a coward. But I'm just, he's doing it now too. Just in case that happens, it's such a time loss. It's 5 seconds to reset the tile, or to reset the room, not the tile. But So, wow, he is just not getting this.
No, he's really having some trouble. I mean, it happens.
Yeah. So Telethar with 1 extra key has a choice. He can either save the key or open one of these chests.
He's going.
He's going through the front door too. Ooh. They probably would like to have those.
I would assume so.
Yeah, it's gonna speed things up a little bit, maybe. Very nice. Well, that also means the ice rod is now completely in play. They can go back in. Okay, all right. Oh wait, hold up. Telthar's checking the 1 check. Wow.
Oh wow, that's all.
That is a big one, because that's the key. That's, oof. That's super interesting. We'll come back to this, because that's gonna be interesting, and maybe 10-15 minutes. When we find Mitts, we're gonna have all the information.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So here we go. Donkey Kong Country. So if you think, you probably you won't know about this, but so back in the mid '90s, this would have been '93 or '94. I can't remember what it was. Blockbuster Video held an annual video game competition.
Mm-hmm.
And I entered it multiple years because back then, I mean, I was 13, 14 years old. This is what I did. So one year, one of the entry games was Donkey Kong Country. So I spent, and I knew that it was, and it was one of those. It's a specially designed cartridge. You could probably find in fact, I know you can because I have it. Ooh, hold on. This is an interesting setup at Telethar.
Oh yeah.
That's legit. I didn't know you could do that. So it's a specially designed cartridge where it's basically. I didn't know this at the time, but it's set up so that like bananas and finishing levels, they're all worth points.
Mm-hmm.
Which of course that game had no point system. So I spent months practicing that game. Just constant practice. And then I go to do, and you know, because they announced it was going to be one of the games, but they didn't explain how it was going to be. There's our Mitts. That is in logic as well. It's fire. He'll go straight to Death Mountain. And if it's Bombos, we're going to have an interesting game.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, so I go there, and I spent months practicing this game, just constant practice. And I got really good at the game where I could just get through everything. It was so super fast. Oh, he's gonna go ice. Interesting. Without flippers? Okay. All right.
Yeah, why not?
So I show up for the event, and I do my qualifier. And I had qualified for the second round the year before. And so I was like, you know, I'm set. I'm good to go. And I walk into the Blockbuster, local Blockbuster. And it's like, yeah, I'm here to do this. All right, so here's what to do. And they loaded up the local cartridge. You have like 5 minutes to play. And whoever has, and you get the most points as you can. And I'm asking, what the hell are points? There's no points in this game. And they're explaining this. And it's like, oh, yeah, get bananas, do this. And I'm like, dude, I did not practice for any of this shit. Because it has nothing to do with a real game.
Mm-hmm.
And I still did really well, but I feel like I practiced for the exactly wrong thing. And I left the store on the top of the leaderboard. It was the top of the leaderboard for like 3 weeks. And only one person qualified. And then like the second, or was it the second to last or the last? I think it was second to last week. Somebody beat me by like 5 points. And it was so heartbroken. It was so bad. I was just, yeah. And that's why Donkey Kong Country.
And that's why you like the game? How
It's
does
a good
that
game.
How
It's
does
a
it
really
not make
good
you
game.
hate the game?
It's a good game.
Yeah, it's an okay game. It's aged horribly, looks-wise, admittedly.
Okay. Now, if we're gonna say basing it off of current day, yes, age-wise,
yeah.
it is ageable. There's Turtle Rock 4. I'm telling you, Turtle Rock is loaded. I'm a better hope it's not Bombo Century. Because that is going to be massive.
I mean, at this point, that will be the more or less the only thing that could ruin it for him, right? At this point, at least. That's
really going to hurt him, yeah. Because he'll, now knowing that he has the boots, he'll go down, especially the mitts, he'll pick up, ooh, nice silvers.
Oh, that's helpful.
Silvers, mitts, boots, mirror shield, hammer, all
I'm sure they'd really like
use.
a sword at this point.
No sword!
But,
that's where I was going with that.
That's I was gonna say we're getting closer and closer to the 1 hour mark, and it's it's not the craziest we've ever seen, but it's definitely starting to get a little bit annoying.
There's pod 3 for Gamba, that'll be 4 for Telethar. Remember, they need a sword to get into Turtle Rock. So no sword, no Turtle Rock.
Yeah, even if it's Bombo's interest, the best Bombo's medallion is not gonna help you if you can't use it. Oh, Telethar mad at the
Yeah,
Igor.
we've all done that. So this has been a pretty efficient Gamma clear. It also does. Oh yeah, he doesn't have. He's gonna have to do it this way because he doesn't have the magic for this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just needs 2. He doesn't need 3. Oh man.
Oh no.
And Telethar finishing his clear. So are we even on dungeons? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, we're even on dungeons. We also know. I mean, if Gamma does a map check, we're gonna have perfect information because we now know with the Light World dungeons, we have all the non-map dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
Gamma just hasn't done the map check. Actually, Telethar could do. I mean, either one of them. What is this?
Is it going into mire or something?
Gotta switch off. Ooh, another big key to Mire. Oh, there's the
Oh,
Mire.
well.
Oh my god!
Jesus.
All the bigs. Is that all of them?
I think it might be all of them.
Pod keys.
Oh, pod. Okay, yeah.
Shit. I was talking about them using on Gamma side.
Oh.
I mean, 100%. This sounds like Super Nintendo.
Hmm.
All right. So Telethar's going to go ahead and get his. Now this is Telethar's in a slightly different boat here because he knows he has access to Turtle Rock and he can. Well, he only has 3 keys. I have to believe he's going in though.
I mean, I think that's probably the reason why he came here to grab this, right?
Could be, yeah. And we didn't. He hasn't looked at Meyer. He doesn't need to. He's got all the medallions. Okay, Gamma's checking here. Oh, that Bombos is. If it's one or the other, and there's something gating it, Telethar is in a huge.
Hey,
Look at that!
who would have thought?
Gamma. Oh, that was Quake.
All right.
So that's 1. Hey, we found a sword. Now he can go to Turtle Rock.
You know, he's definitely going.
Oh, he's 100% going. Except he's not. Oh, he's going to finish Skullwoods.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough.
He's got the big, he's got everything he needs. Technically, it's out of logic. He doesn't have any smalls, but yeah, this makes perfect sense. Get it
Might
done.
as well get it out of the way, yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't know, he has not done a map check, so he doesn't know if this is pendant or crystal, even though he has the map. Excuse me. We'll find out in a second.
Yeah, it's interesting, and as Chad is saying here, also interesting to see him just not go into mire. Okay. So
I mean,
swamp.
yeah. I mean, the silvers are easily available. He just doesn't know it. Nothing here. God, this makes me want to play SNES games.
Yeah, it's really bringing back the nostalgia.
It does. So, you know, it's actually funny. I don't know who you watch on Twitch and who you don't. I don't do a ton of twitching these days. I don't think you do either. I just haven't. I don't watch as much as I used to. But I will promote one thing. So Spike Vegeta lately has been doing a thing where he's doing all of the SNES games.
Oh, nice.
All of them. He's got like a plan for like 4 years down the road or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's doing them as when they're released.
Oh, that's interesting.
And
Okay.
I remember some of those early ones, which he's been doing recently, and I love them. I've been watching it a bit, so he
I've been in the
Dude,
same vein. I've been kind of following the Beast on YouTube. He's playing through all N64 games.
Oh, that's just as good.
And there's some games where I'm like, what the heck is this?
There's some stinkers.
Oh yeah, for
There are
sure.
definitely some stinkers with N64.
And like N64 is like super hard too because that's, you know, the early 3D everything is aged pretty poorly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you ever play Lagoon for the Super Nintendo?
I did.
That game. So that came up on his the other day, and that was my rental game. That was the game that I rented from the video store at least 50 times. Like more than just. I could have just bought the damn game, and I would have saved money. He was playing that the other day, and he was fuming. How it's a bad game.
It is. It's a rough one. Yeah, I agree.
Super bad.
I think this is ActRaiser. which I love.
Oh, okay. I know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not sure I've actually played ActRaiser like start to finish. I know I've played it because it's an early SNES game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I've played it start to finish.
I would definitely recommend it. I think it's a great mix with like action platformer sequences and the like city building where you have to do stuff.
Mm-hmm. You see, now they're talking N64 games in chat. By the way, GoldenEye is so. When I bought my first N64, there's the lantern. That's an interesting one. My first N64, I bought it for 2 games: Ocarina of Time and GoldenEye 64, or GoldenEye. I guess just GoldenEye. Those are like the 2 of the best N64 games of all time. And considering back at the time, it was like I think the N64 was $250 retail back in the day. No regrets. I spent almost $400 on 2 games.
Yeah, I have an interesting history with the N64 because back when it came out, it was still a time where the release dates between Japan, the US, and Europe are like wildly different, where it was like a year or so before the consoles came out here. And,
yeah, you're always behind, right? It's like Japan got first, US got second, and then Europe was like 6 months behind.
And so for the N64, me and my best friend decided, hey, listen, we're gonna buy an imported US N64. And we did, and it cost a bunch more. And then we realized very soon that that also meant we had to buy all import games because, you know, what else is gonna run on there? So I paid a lot of money for everything that I did on the N64, but it was worth it back then for sure.
Yeah, you gotta buy PAL.
And I got to play everything like half a year or 9 months earlier than everyone else in my country, so I thought it was pretty rad sitting there playing Mario 64.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You had to do NTSC. PAL is
Yeah, exactly. I had to do NTSC. I had to buy like a power converter because
you have to. Yeah, right. Because you got the different power too.
20 volts.
Yep. Oh, that's dude. I'm impressed.
I thankfully had a TV that supported NTSC because back then that also wasn't a given. If you bought a TV in Germany, you know, it usually only supported PAL.
Yeah. All right. Your performance review just went back up a notch. that is dedication.
Oh yeah, it definitely was back then. It definitely was, and I spent quite a bit. And then because I saw Nilsson Alex said Mission Impossible for the N64. That was one of my first visits to the US, and I bought that in the US because I got it cheaper than buying the import copy, and it also had just come out, and I was so proud of myself for getting that game early and having it and stuff. And it was such a shit game. It was so bad. Ugh.
That's cool and small there. By the way, while we've been talking, both of them have finished Meyer.
Yeah, I was just gonna say enough about my N64 antics. Let's get back to the game at hand.
You know, they both skipped the cutscene chest, by the way.
The thing is, Telethar is gonna have like such a worse time here.
This fight is gonna. He only has 14 arrows as well. Like this is gonna take time. I think he still has his blue goo, but this is gonna take serious time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's being aggressive. He still has. So,
what the heck is this song?
Let's wait for it to come back. This one is.
Oh, I know this too.
This is like Final Fight or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
This is a fighting game. This is definitely a beat 'em up fighter. I think that's Final Fight. I'm not 100% certain. Wow, what is that one?
That sounds like some like horror game or something with like the dissonant chords at the start. That sounds really weird.
Again, that sounds like a platformer.
Might be, yeah.
This is Final Fight. Hopefully somebody in chat confirms. I think this is Final Fight.
Could this be like Street Fighter, maybe?
That was the other thing that I was thinking of. Yeah, maybe, but I think it's Final Fight.
It's so familiar, but I don't know. I just, the only thing I'm
Oh,
thinking might not be Final Fight is because I didn't play a lot of that.
Yeah, it might be Street Fighter, but it's definitely one or the other. So interesting thing just happened there. Telethar meant to flute away, and he bonked and missed his bird. And now he's gonna go to Turtle Rock.
I mean, that's how you play Rando, right?
Yeah. It's like, oh well, I guess fate says screw this, so I'm gonna go here. Yeah, this might be Street Fighter. Yeah, this might be Street Fighter. Yeah, okay, Zangief's team from Street Fighter. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I knew it was one of them.
It was definitely a fighting game, so you were right on that.
It had the word fight in the title. So remember, this is Bombos. This is huge.
It's just gonna be Quake too. That's how these work.
It is Quake.
See?
All right, so Gamma's not going to get hurt by that one. That would have been a huge boon for Telethar. I mean, let's face it, they're still pretty much even. I mean, Telethar did lose some time in Pyro Castle. Well, now they know where it is. Telethar lost a little bit of time in Mire.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there. Just more music talk. That's Adam's Family game, I think.
Ooh, good one.
The Puxley scavenger hunt that we didn't know earlier for the Skullwoods music.
I would not know that one. Ooh, there's the Thieves' Small. That Thieves' Small is interesting. No, neither one of them want to go back and do that, but Gamma has not finished Thieves yet.
Yeah, which I find interesting, to be honest. I wonder why he didn't want to finish it earlier.
I can't answer that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, just whatever.
Telethar did not do Moth. He did not have a sword when he went in there last. So he'll have to go back for it. Yeah, I don't know if Telethar stole the key and used it. I think he did. So he would need another small as well. All right, so Gamma's gonna get that. He's gonna do the same checks here. It's probably going to Turtle. Now Gamma has all 4 of the smalls. He can 100% full clear this. Yeah, to look and see what we need for go mode, actually, let's take a peek here. We need another sword. We need the pod big and the flippers. Is that it?
Yeah, though, the flippers are kind of optional, aren't they?
No, you need for Swamp.
But isn't Swamp a pendant?
It's all dungeons.
Oh yeah, I'm an idiot, of course. See, I knew that was going to be something where I was like going to say something real stupid, and that's why I said it's not. Yeah, exactly. So I don't feel bad about it.
And as chat just mentioned, which is the one we always forget, Castle Talent, which is always in GT. So, all right. So Gamma's going to have an advantage here. He is going to be able to check the lava chest.
Also, Telethar found a second sword.
Yeah, that was in the right side.
Oh, okay.
So, so yeah, it's going to be interesting what's going to happen here if lava chest is worth it, because there's 0 chance Telethar checks. Literal 0. That being said, if it's nothing, Gamma loses a little bit of time. So it's a win-win, lose-lose. Like if it's something, like Gamma, huge advantage. But if it's nothing and you're forced to check it, you lose a little bit of time. I am not Herfy.
And I am also not Herfy. One of us is lying.
That is Herfy.
Yeah, I'm Herfy. Would the real Herfy please stand up?
Yes, there you go. Have we done a match since SGL?
I think we did like 1, maybe. Maybe I'm just thinking of the season reveal streams, but...
Oh, well, yeah, we've done several of those, but... Yeah, this is Final Fantasy VI, yeah. Yeah, I can't remember if we did. There's been an invitational since. We had to have done at least one since.
I think we did at least one match, yeah.
Well, we
so.
missed one. There was one invitational that we were waiting for game 3 and it never went to game 3.
Right.
So yeah, actually, officially we are 3 items away from go. And I think it's the same on all 3 now, isn't it? Yep.
Yeah.
All 3. So Gamma has a small advantage based off of existing items. Just because he does have the... He's going to check the item in here. He's going to make sure he does that. He's going to have the small for a Thieves' Town, not having done it yet. So those 2 go in his way. This is super close, though.
Yeah, I mean, they've definitely been on each other's toes the whole seat, basically.
All right, if you're going to have to go solo here for about 30 seconds.
All right.
Right back.
I'll just not say a word for 30 seconds and keep everything in complete silence. I can't do it. Alright, here's the lava chest check that we were talking about earlier. Let's see if it's actually anything useful at all. I would say no. Didn't even give him another heart or a free refill. Not that he really needs it, but... you never know. That heart container might come back to save him later on. So, I reserve judgment for later.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. Alright, here we go. More time saved for Telethar for picking up shields.
What was in the lava chest?
Oh, heart container. Excuse me, a heart piece.
Heart piece? Okay, that's right. Alright, so that... Yeah. Ooh, there's... I told you something was in here! I told you something was in here!
At the last possible chest, you were finally right.
Right,
no,
so
I mean,
Telethar...
they got a sword and a bunch of other stuff too, so,
okay.
You know.
So, Telethar did get a little bit of time back, just because he's not going to check that chest. He'll never check that chest.
Yeah, and he's probably also going to save a little bit of time on the laser bridge, as I said, checking all those chests. I mean, it's not going to be a huge deal, but he can just walk through the lasers instead of, having to avoid them.
Yeah, I don't know if it's faster if you set up perfect boots every single time. It's probably a wash, but...
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so Telthar's doing just Master Sword swings, the first ones. Okay, that was interesting. So he did 3 Master Sword swings and then followed up with 2 hammers. That's exactly the amount of damage. Interesting.
Ooh, man, that head does a lot of damage, even in Blue Man.
Yeah, it does, yeah. And we're on Fast ROM, so you want to see a bullet come out of a gun? Just wait here.
Here we go.
And here we... Ba-doo!
That guy shoots out of there.
The first time! Oh my god, it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, you just don't expect it.
Nope. Yeah, that was before we went live with it. I was testing a few things with Fast ROM. Scared the hell out of me. Oh, Cast Tower too. Oh shit, we're just a big away now.
Interesting.
Okay, that's super interesting though. For 2 things. We will be single dipping. One, it means that the last pen is swamp. More importantly, it means that Gannis Tower is going to be go mode the whole way, unless they want to check for a sword, because the only item we're missing now for go mode is the pod big, and that's not in GT. So there's nothing in GT that's important unless they want to search for the sword.
Yeah. And I feel like they probably won't. Maybe they'll check like some things on the way, because you never know, and a tempered over master is actually
huge.
A difference.
Oh, it's huge. It's a huge difference.
So...
Yeah, I mean, you gotta assume they're not gonna check a ton of stuff there, but you might check the first 7. First 7 are pretty easy, or first 6, I guess, or 7, are really easy checks. They're really fast.
Yeah.
Or Final Fantasy 6.
Get some ice on the floor there, but no big deal.
Yep, somebody peed on the floor. I'm not cleaning it up. And here
again.
comes the bullet. Yep. Ba-doo. Nice. He's gonna get. Yep. One more. There you go.
Nice.
All right. So, dungeon-wise, Telethar is doing ice, which Gamma's already done. I have to assume Gamma's probably gonna do Thieves Town. It's probably the quickest to get to, and he has to do it anyway, and he's got all the items for it. He also has Swamp, but Swamp would be much slower to full clear than Thieves Town would be at this point.
Yeah.
I have to assume that's what he's going to be doing here. Telethar just got Turtle Rock 4. He's probably upset about that. But it didn't work. All right, yeah, here's Thieves Town. Okay, so each one is doing the dungeon that the other one is done. When we're finished, we're going to... It's still going to be really close.
Yeah, I mean, they're really not giving each other much. It's gonna come down to not a lot in the end, I'm assuming, unless we're gonna see something crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw the biggest time save probably was the Vidi fight so far, I'd say.
Yep. And then I think Telethar's inched back up a little bit since then.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's going to be stupid close at this point. I'm basing off what we see. I think Telethar might be actually, unless there's some checks he hasn't done. I think he's gonna be out first because he's almost done.
Probably, yeah. I mean, there's just a couple of small things, the lava chest we were talking about earlier, and then also Gamma is double dipping this one.
Sorry, yeah, no, I just got from chat. He has to finish Moth still.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so he's actually a dungeon behind there. Okay, yeah, my bad. I forgot about that. So that's probably his next check. Because you're not going to go back into pod. You don't have the big, and you're not going to do swamp. Don't mirror Gamma. Oh god. Gamma was stuck in quick swap hell there for a minute and almost mirrored.
Yeah, sometimes you got to be real careful with those quick swaps.
Yeah, he was definitely in quick swap hell. So Telethar's is probably gonna be a little bit faster. He has half magic. Oh yeah, stupid fast. Good job keeping baby in the corner.
Yeah, I got them all, no problem.
So yeah, he basically has Moth left to make it even. So Gamma's probably then just a little bit ahead overall based off of that, but we still got to find that pod big. We know it's not in GT. It's probably in Swamp at this stage. There's not a ton left. If it's in... oh yeah, we haven't checked all the flipper spots yet. If it's in the big chest in Thieves Town, we're going to find out in a minute here. That is... Again, I don't like saying game, set, match at this stage, but it's game, set, match. If it's in this chest, that is...
Imagine it being at Zora, where Telethar just left earlier.
Well, none of these guys have any of the first ones.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, some red mail, that's not too bad.
Okay. Side and on the... Oh, I missed that. I'm surprised. Oh, no. I'm not surprised. Again, I think Telethar stole the key. And if he stole the key, he cannot do Skullwoods yet.
Mm-hmm.
He needs a small. Where was a small key at? I couldn't tell you. I mean, we saw one. I could not tell you where.
I don't think I consciously remember seeing
library.
Oh,
Thank
library.
You, Matt.
Okay.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, Gamma did that right before he went up to do Skullwoods.
Right.
Yep, that's 100% where it was.
All right. I mean, I guess we'll find out at least if we'll get a pod big in Swamp.
Yep. So Telethar does still need a... So he has 2 items out. He's not just one. He does need a... Oh, Jesus. Wow, that is so huge. Gamma's going to be... He's in Go. Gamma's going to be in Go in less than a minute. If this Swamp small... If there's a... I'm sorry, not Swamp small. A small 2 skull... I cannot believe Gamma's not in Go because the Skullwood's small. That is so horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, there's a good chance there's one in here, but Gamma's gonna be in go. He's gonna have a lead. That is... Oh my god, how bad is that? Nice Specky. I mean, this totally makes sense for Gamma to come here. He doesn't have any other dungeon that he can finish.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not in here, if there's no Skullwood Small in here, I mean, the longer this goes, it's just going to continue to gain in Gamma's lead.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's in go... Oh. Ah. Because he is in go... That is the last big key.
Donkey Kong music.
So good. So good, man. I get your reasoning. I get it. But it's such a good game.
I mean, if you like it, you like it. I'm fine with that.
It's nostalgic.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't played it in... couldn't tell you. So as it stands right now, Telethar is a little bit behind, and that number is going to keep gaining. Because... Oh, man. That's brutal. So, to answer chat, Telethar stole the small key from Skullwoods to open the left door, which means he cannot finish without an actual small key. Because you can't... there's a door in the back. Which is very typical. I mean, this is very typical. People steal that key all the time. 9 times out of 10, it doesn't hurt you. Because you usually find one on the route. But nice triple by him. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was nice. I feel like this is another boss where you really notice the fast drum.
Yes, big time. But yeah, it was that. It doesn't bite you in the ass very often, but it's biting Telethar right now. So, wow, that is huge. Definitely not the thing I would have expected it to set it back a bit.
Yeah, that's it's also a little unfortunate, right? Because it's been so close the whole time.
That is so
bunch of small keys, but not those that we need.
That is so. There's 3 of them. Well, we know where one of them is. Wait, what's this music?
I don't know what this is. I don't think. All right, we're checking tablets. Maybe on here.
I was waiting. Yeah, I couldn't. I don't think I know that one. Oh! Small key 2.
Oh man!
Come on! That is so bad. This is painful. This is so painful to see this.
Are we doing Smith's chain?
Telhar's getting. Okay,
no, he's getting. All right, he's getting one from the library.
All right.
Nice.
So
all right, that's not
it's
like
not that bad.
Unreasonably far behind. Yeah.
He's behind, but it's not. It's like 1.5 minutes to 2. It's like 2 minutes because he still has to finish Skullwoods.
Mm-hmm.
So we're both in go. Telethar is basically a dungeon behind. He's a Skullwoods finish behind, which is about 2 minutes. By the way, I think I've mentioned this to you before, and I know you don't know this because you're not from the U.S. RC Cola with vanilla vodka is so delicious.
I haven't had RC Cola in maybe 15 years.
You were visiting at some point and had it? Because yeah, I know a lot of people that live in the U.S. that have never had RC Cola. It's a Midwestern. It's with vanilla. Oh, it's so fucking good. Do not knock it till you've tried it. I have given this out to so many people, and every single one of them is like, "This is ridiculously good." I've never had RC and Captain before. That would be fine. The problem is RC is it's a unique flavor because it's like a mix between Coke and Pepsi, where it's not
Mm-hmm.
near as sweet as some of the others may be, and it's got its own like rich flavor to it. I think it would be fine, but the fact that it's vanilla vodka gives that nice smooth. So good, so good. Perf, the next time you're in the country, I'll set you up.
Nice.
Which probably won't be till SGL 2024.
Probably not. No.
I won't. I'm not
just
gonna miss
came back
this
from
one.
there.
I'm not gonna miss.
Oh, you're coming back?
Yeah, I'll probably go this. I wanted to go this
Nice.
last year, and just it couldn't.
Yeah, I know. You had some troubles.
Yeah, Jesus. You know what it is. I'm not going to talk about it in chat. It was a rough year.
Yeah, it was.
No, no. I'm not going to change it. It was not a rough year because it ended up everything was being fun, but it could have been a rough year.
Yeah, it definitely was a little bit of a unfortunate thing.
I love it. By the way, vanilla Coke and regular vodka, not near as good. I've tried that too.
All right, so basically, Helma died as Telethar walked to the Dark World.
Yep.
That's about how far apart we are.
2 minutes. Yeah, it's about 2
Mm-hmm. 220 according to chat.
Yep.
Sounds about right to me.
2 minutes is just about right. So now neither one of them do have. So Telethar has to come up with 2.5 minutes. There needs to be a mistake because there's no. Even if he finds tempered, like if Telethar does a few checks that Gamma does not do, that's not 2.5 minutes.
Nah.
It's a minute max. This is gonna be brutal when we bring them on. If they do post games, just the fact that we're gonna have to tell them that the difference in this was a Skullwood small.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure, knowing Telethar, I mean, not that I know him super well, but just, thinking back and wondering about how he might react, I think he's gonna just say, yeah, that's the risk you take. As you said, 9 out of 10 times it's perfectly fine, and then that one time it's gonna screw you over, and that's that.
It's a kind of you just shrug it off and you accept it.
You have to.
Yeah, because everybody does that.
Especially in a game 1 in a finals out of 3, right? You have to just shrug it off and keep trucking.
Yep. Speaking of which, while Gamma's heading towards GT, Telthar's finishing up his pod run. This is game 1 of best of 3 for the finals for the Megatational. Tomorrow evening at I think 9:00 Eastern. Is that correct? Yeah, 9:00 Eastern. That one is going to be inverted cross keys. We will be restreaming that one here as well. That one is Tracy and Roz. We'll be doing the restream on that one. They've done 2 inverted cross keys together, so this will be their 3rd. And if it does go to a game 3, that'll be Sunday at this exact same time. And that one is hard steel. So, so Gamma's not doing any checks. He's going to rely on a sword on the top. And Telethar finishes up. You know what? Is that less than 2 minutes, or was Telethar really speedy through there? He's got a full climb ahead of him.
Good question. I mean, he was pretty fast through there, but I don't think he really made up any time.
Yeah, that's about 2 minutes. I think that's super metro. Top 5 SNES games of all time?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I would say that's top 5. I had to think about that one. It's probably, it might be higher than 5. It's not top 3, but definitely top.
I mean, if it's higher than 5 and not top 3, there's really not much where it can go, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it fills that pocket.
What would you say your top 3 games are if you're not putting Super Metroid in there?
Wow. Both.
Because I would say it might not be top 3, but I think I wouldn't be mad if it was top 3.
So, I have 3 RPGs because Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy VI, and Chrono Trigger are all not only like huge in my opinion, but they're super nostalgic.
Yeah, for sure.
I will say the Super Metroid is the only game that I got heat stroke picking up when I was a kid.
Damn.
Because I got heat stroke driving my bicycle to the local Walmart in like 105-degree weather to buy. And that was when I was like 13 years old. And then I was supposed to play baseball that day, and I ended up, I went out to do it, and then I played it for like 20 minutes and realized I can't move, and like passed out for like a day. And this is as a kid, when you know when you're
Damn. Yeah.
young and spry and can withstand anything. It was a ridiculously hot day, and wow. Okay. It's like Gamma's. Well, he's not checking the right chest.
No, he's totally fine with his Master Sword. He just wants to get through
He
this.
just wants to get
I'm
through it.
assuming
Go check.
he's feeling a little followed.
Is he gonna-
Maybe even behind, because when you're playing, you always feel behind.
Yeah, you always do, especially in M1. Keep in mind, I mean, they still have to do Castle Tower, but we're at a hour 30, and they're almost done. That's so stupid.
Yeah, I was expecting a little longer from an
Yeah.
80 keys, but
I mean, they're at one. They're gonna finish before one.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're checking this
Okay,
one,
good.
and it's another hard container.
I was
Hey,
like,
why
if
not?
that's a sword and both are excused, that's gonna be so disappointing.
I'd be curious to know where the swords are, to be honest.
Yeah, we probably, unless it's in the right chest, we'll never know.
No, we won't.
Okay, now Telethar has not. He didn't check Castle Tower. He'll check the first chest because it's right in the way. I don't know if he's going to check the second chest.
I mean, I'm wondering, if you're Telethar, you probably know that looking for that Skullwood Small Key wasn't great, right? Or are you just assuming your opponent did the same and that's that?
A 0. That's horrible. That was a really bad.
Yeah, that didn't help. Oh, he's not having much luck here.
Even with silvers, he got a little off on the early. Oh God!
Oh, boy, okay, you got the other one at least.
Jesus. There he goes. He got it. Okay. As we're finishing Castle Tower here, I'm trying to still think of top 5 SNES games. Let's put it this way: it's definitely top 5.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
even
for
gonna
sure
argue
top
that one is
5.
definitely top 5. I would have to sit and think longer than the time that they're going to take to. It's going to take longer for me to figure that out from them to actually finish this.
Yeah, that's fair. I probably couldn't tell you my top 5 either.
It'd be really tough. But the thing is that both the Final Fantasies and Chrono Trigger are going to be in the top 5. At least for me. He's not checking. So, oh no, I'm sorry. It's got these channels. Here, channels. Oh man, we get to hear the freaking Lavos theme all the way up Castle Tower. I love that.
Yeah, good choice.
That's a great one. And this is the chest. It's a vanilla small. Oh, that's
Great.
horrible. Okay, so considering that we're going to be on Master Sword Silvers, a Ganonfall. It's going to be interesting. Like, that's the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we have to include Link to the Past in the top 5. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
felt like that was kind of a given,
Yeah.
considering where we're at here.
Yeah, I'm just looking at chat here. I saw Earthbound is out there. Great game. I don't have the nostalgia for that because I played it for the first time.
Yeah, same. Big same. That's
But I'm
another one
still-
of those that never came out in Europe, I think.
Yeah, I never played it, and I regret never playing it until like about 5 years ago.
Mhm.
By the way, I'm still pissed off at the I can't remember where it's at in the game, but Earthbound, where the one of the guys steals your sandwich. It's one of the guys that steals items, and he stole my fucking sandwich. I was so pissed. Chrono Trigger. This is the what's his name? The robot, the bike race. I can't think of his name. Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny. All right, one Aggo dies, another one starts his fight.
Oh, and then it's the bike race. Nice. I love this pack. This pack is great.
very big nostalgia pack for sure.
Yep. So Gamma's finishing his. So yeah, we're up Castle Tower behind. Yeah, there's like I could pick 10 SNES games that are amazing, and everyone's gonna have a. But I bet most of them are gonna be the same mix and match. Like if you just say these are in my top 5 in no order, you're gonna have a lot of crossover.
Yeah, I think that pretty much hits the nail on the head over there in the chat. There's like way too many great games to really make a consistent top 5 because I could probably name like rattle off 20 games that I love.
Yeah.
Easily.
Before we get into Ganon, we're almost to Ganon. Gamma's just finishing. Can you name one that you played a ton of but you hate? Because I can.
I'd have to think about that for a little bit probably. What's yours?
Roadrunner Death Valley Rally.
Oh, Jesus, that game.
That's another one of those games I rented so often. I don't think
I can't think of a game that I played a lot that I hated, but I can tell you about like a mystery game. Or not a mystery game, but it was like the holy grail of rental games, and it was always rented, and we wanted to try it for so long, and then when we finally got it, it was so disappointing. And that game was Stunt Race FX, if you remember that game.
I know of it. I've never played it, but I do know
it. It had like the 3D chip in it and everything, and we wanted to try it so bad, and it ran at like 10 FPS or something. It was such trash.
F-Zero, it is not.
No, no way. No way.
Oh, what music is this? This is
this is Teenage Mutant
Turtles in Time,
Ninja Turtles, yeah.
Yep. Also a great game. Yeah, I don't know if I put it in my top 10, but for arcade ports, it's probably the best, one of the best arcade ports.
Mm-hmm.
So, here we go. Don't fall, Gamma. I'd make a gem joke, but I screwed that up last time. There's 3.
That's looking pretty good, I'd
4,
say.
There's 4. Wow, that time is ridiculous for 80 keys.
That's crazy. That's how long normal Open 7.7 seeds used to be back in the days when I still played.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. GG's to Gamma. 137 and change for an AD keys. Man.
Yeah, and Telethar really not far behind at all.
No, he's 2 minutes behind, and it's just... That's... I'm sorry. I have to puke a little. Because that is stupid fast.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, again, we know this. There's a reason why they're here. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
what's the music?
and I mean...
the music? Shh, what's the music? I know this, but I can't place it.
I'm not sure if I know this, to be honest. Alright, looks like Telethar might not want to do.
Yeah, it looks like he's jumping. I don't blame him here.
Yeah, totally fine, totally understandable, especially since he's not far behind. This would just be playing it out for the sake of it, and, you know, why waste your time if you don't want to?
Yeah, so he is gonna... Telethar has officially forfeited the race. Again, I don't blame him in this situation. We're not... You know, we're not... there's no tiebreakers or anything like this. It's just straight up best of 3.
Mm-hmm.
Should we spoiler the fact that we're changing the tiebreaker system going forward? Or did I?
mean,
I just did it.
did.
I just did it. I have been drinking.
It just happened. You don't have to tell them how you're changing it.
I guess we're not going to say.
No, we're changing it now.
Tune in about 3 weeks. You'll figure out how we're changing. Listen up. We got enough feedback on that. So we're just waiting for both of them that jump in. They are welcome to jump in if they wish. They are kind of conversing right now about what's what. So, and actually, we are joined now from both of our competitors, Gamma and Telethar. GG's to both of you. Your finish time, God, it makes me sick.
Hey, thanks. GG's Telethar.
GG.
So, have you? Let me see. Did you talk? Oh, you did. You spoiled it. Okay. So you know what the difference in this entire race was?
Was it just the Skullwoods thing?
Just the
Pretty
Skullwoods
much, yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Was that your go mode?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I had that before I even went to DDM. I just got it just in case it's an Ega key.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I considered getting it before DDM, and then I was like, oh, you know, whatever. I don't care about so many of these keys. I'm sure a Skullwoods key will show up. And then I did Ice Palace, and it didn't show up. And then I did Swamp, and it didn't show up. And I did Bombo Stablet, and it didn't show up. So I went and grabbed it, and it was like, oh, yeah, I lost. Like, if I hadn't already lost because of Pod, I lost because of that. So.
I mean, I don't know who went to Pod first because I felt like I got late because all I had left was Graveyard Legend, Catfish, and Zora, I guess.
All I had left was Zora.
Yeah, I think Gamma, you went in first. Telethar was right behind. Telethar had an extra key and picked up bombos from the front chest, but it wasn't needed, of course, in hindsight. But yeah, Gamma, I think you went in there first. Telethar was like 2 minutes behind, 2 or 3 minutes behind.
Yeah.
Oh, there was bombos in Pod?
Yeah, it was in the drop down or the drop down chest.
Oh, yeah, that would have destroyed me.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we were talking about that. We didn't know because neither one of you hadn't checked mine or you hadn't checked Turtle Rock. We had no idea.
Well, because yeah, Pod locked mitts.
Yeah, so yeah, that was one of those things we didn't know until it was, I don't know, 20 minutes later we found out that was there.
Yeah. Yeah, I pretty much decided in my head I'm like, yeah, I lost when I looked at Turtle Rock and it wasn't Bombos. I was like, that's realistically my only out. I like blast located my boots, and in a mode like this, that's almost always just the game. Like, you need something to bail you out if you last locate your boots. So
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, it was. I mean, from the very start, I think was it we didn't see a divergence until like 35 minutes. But you were neck and neck, both of you, just on each other's toes the whole time. And there were little things like Gamma, you got a slight lead, and then Telethar, you made it back a little bit. And then, yeah, it was really just the Skullwoods small.
Yeah, I blame Duncan. I went to Skullwoods and I shouldn't have.
Well, I think Gamma went to Skullwoods first, but he didn't burn the key. He dropped down the hole instead of burning it on the left.
Yeah, so
yeah, I didn't want to do that because I had the fire rod. I'm like, gosh, this feels so terrible. I don't want to commit going much further than just the front, because going in the back without a sword just sucks.
Yeah, I didn't go to the back without the sword. I just did I did big key chest and then backtracked, and because I wanted to do graveyard ledge or bumper ledge, which is I think the third pod key you were missing, into graveyard ledge into.
That was a TR small.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was.
Did you do early Thief's Town? There was one in Maiden Cell. Okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I did Thief's Town without the small key. Hammer 4 hearts.
You missed the green rupee in that chest. there were a bunch of little things like that. Like Gamma, you had the small before going back into Thieves Town. Gamma, you had the four Turtle Rock keys, so you got to check the lava chest, which was nothing. So it was a bunch of little things like that we just didn't know how it was going to go. There was so much unknown. It was just those tiny little things.
You didn't do early Ice Palace?
No, without the flippers. I figured there's such a good chance that flippers were going to be in GT at that point. I was pod big and some pod smalls, like from GT mode. So.
Oh, I guess I didn't know until I actually went in the dungeon. There was a crystal. I just went in immediately after Eastern. Like, that's my first dungeon. I didn't even touch my area or Death Mountain. I'm like, let's just fetch some things in here, which was nice because I got, what was it, silvers.
Yeah.
Already, so
my Vidi fight was fighter sword with like 9 arrows, so it was good.
Yeah, that's painful there. That's pain.
That was another one of those things. Yeah, Gamma, you had silvers going into Vidi, or Telethar, you lost 30, 40 seconds at least doing it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of little things like that that add up one way or
Sure.
the
Oh,
other, and
absolutely.
like, you know, it's always those like, you know, I had the bombos, and Gamma had the thieves big chest, and like all that. And that's what rando racing is
Yep.
at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in this chat knows exactly we understand. It's just, I mean, I will say this. Luckily, that didn't decide anything start to finish. Again, Telethar, you would have finished. You would have been like 139, maybe.
Yeah, I would have been. I was like about to fall into Ganon as with Gamma
Yeah.
finish, so like I would have. It probably would have been 2 cycles and then silvers. So
That's so good for AD keys. So
yeah,
I felt good. Just the late pod. I don't know if Telethar might have dove it earlier or not. Getting the boots when I did, like, there's like felt like shit, you know.
yeah,
Did
yeah.
he
It
come
does
here
feel like
first, or
shit.
did I come here
It
first?
does feel like shit. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we can agree that having.
I think you'll be hard pressed to find someone who doesn't agree with that.
yeah, that's gonna be a tough one. I mean, it
What-
wasn't much. I mean, again got 2-3 minutes max. You had the boots advantage.
Yeah,
It wasn't
Yeah.
much. So
yeah. I mean, it's the different checks that I did that, and vice versa, where without the boots, and like, yeah, it was a couple minutes. I'm sure it's not it wasn't a big deal, but it felt like it could have been. Right? Like
Mhm.
that was one of those things where it's like either of us could have chosen to go to pod like easily 20 minutes earlier. And
Yeah, but you'd be a clown if you do that. I feel like in this the way that it played out.
maybe, I don't know. There was kind of junk to do. The seat
Yeah,
sucked.
because it was just it was low bow locked, and that's it. You didn't even need keys to get the mitts, which was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
yeah, I mean, it's AD keys again. It's all about efficiency, and again, no fault to either one of you. But you're both ridiculously efficient. You put this in a community race, and you're not going to get that. You're not going to get many sub 140s. So, but
Oh.
so yeah. But anyway, yeah. GG to both of you. I mean, both did a great job. We would expect nothing less, considering the event that we're in. So, but so anyway, yeah. That's game 1 of 3. We do have game 2 coming up tomorrow night. That one's at 9 p.m. Eastern. That one is inverted cross keys. Gama, I know you have a little bit of experience with this one. Telethar, I don't think you've ran this one yet, this invitational.
No.
Yeah, I know Gama, you did once.
Yeah, twice.
Oh,
2
twice.
times.
Oh shit,
Yes.
sorry. I didn't realize it was twice.
Damn, you must really love this mode.
Absolutely not. I picked it once, so hopefully one
did
of my
pick
other
it
group
once.
members could maybe, get it, just kind of throw a wrench at them. Instead, I threw it
Yeah.
myself.
I
Same.
actually remember doing the flips for that one, because the way I do the assigning of modes within groups is I just flip a coin, or I do a random number generator to decide which one I'm gonna do first, and I start assigning them at random. And yeah, then you got 3 interest modes and then one entire group. So I forgot about that, but yeah, I didn't realize you
Yeah.
had it
But
twice.
yeah, that's a fun time. I'm sure Telethar can't wait to experience that tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a fun mode.
Yeah, fun. Quotation marks.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be seeing that one tomorrow night. Again, 9 p.m. Central, same location. Tracy and Roz will be on comms for that one. Other than that, guys, again, I can't very well run. Again, most people would kill for a time like this for an AD key. So it's up to you guys. You guys don't know how this works. Anything else you want to say before we cut things off?
Not just thanks for putting up the restream, and thanks for putting up this tourney again. GG's to Telthar, and look forward to tomorrow's race.
Yep. So I'm basically the same. See y'all tomorrow.
Awesome. So, all right, and everybody in chat, thank you again for showing up and watching this one today. Again, we'll be back tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Sorry, and we'll be doing it again. And Telethar needs to. It's his best of 3, so Gamma wins. It's over. Telethar wins. We go to game 3, which will be on Sunday afternoon. So, um, yeah, that's pretty much all we got here. I'm Dunka. I'm gonna step away and go make some dinner. Herfy, please
Sounds great.
do us the honors. Take us home.
Yeah, guys. So I think pretty much everything has been said so far. GG's again to both of these guys, and good luck tomorrow to Telethar and Gammachuu on their game 2, and maybe even the game 3 if needed. We'll see how that works out. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and make sure to check out the rest of the finals.